Hello everyone, my name is StarShine and today we are back on the Basically Minecraft server. And in today's episode, I want to focus on our base because it has been this little pyramid and that dragon for the longest time. What I want to do today is build a few farms and on top of those farms a little bit of buildings that are gonna act kind of like storage for said farms, so I would be able to access the drops from the farm up at the top in the building itself. So that's kind of my plan. But before we can take on the building of buildings, we have to prepare the land because this is not ideal. I want to make this way flatter so that we have a lot of space, and I want to turn that whole, or actually not whole, but part of that savanna into a desert as well. But before I can actually start turning this into a desert and terraforming it and all that sweet stuff, I will need to move a few things like these cows, these chickens, these boing boing, these sheep, this wheat farm, and of course my little bee farm that I made off camera because I don't know, I had bee nests and I wanted to do something with them. So yeah, we'll have to move all of those things out of the way. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do that, but yeah, that's the plan. So with that, I would say we should stop talking and start doing, actually. So let's jump into a little bit of a terraforming / cleaning up time lapse. Let's go. Alright, and the first phase of this huge terraforming project has been completed. We have moved all of our animals over here and also got some pigs, some just extra pigs, and we have given our desert a shape that it's meant to have. I added a few islands, shaped the river a tiny bit. Alright, so now that we have the main shape of the whole place vaguely just figured out, we have to turn everything that's not sand into sand and then mark out where all the little buildings are gonna go. But for the marking out, we are gonna have to use wool. And I only have purple and I would like to have a few different colors. So before we start the next phase of this humongous project, we're gonna go to the shopping district and buy some wool. And we are here at the shopping district. We are going here to the wool shop built and stocked by our good friend Jack. So let's head in and get some wool. Alright, so now that we have all the different colors of wool and frankly more wool than we are ever gonna need, we can go back home and start phase 2 of our huge terraforming project. And with that, let's just jump straight back into the time lapse. Let's go. Alright, and this place is finally looking like a proper desert. It still needs a ton of details, but it's actually a freaking desert now. As you can see, we've got a lot of different colors. Each of them means its own thing. Like, for example, the purple ones are roads, this magenta, that brown, and that gray are all farms. That blue thing is a marketplace, which is really nice, and most of the rest are just buildings. But honestly, I am so happy with this. We still need to do a lot of things this episode, like for example building up all of those little buildings. But before we do that, I would like to show you what I did inside. Because I have cleaned up. There are no more weird random chests scattered around everywhere. Everything is neatly placed into its own barrels, and it's just so freaking great. I also went mining, mainly to fix my tools, and got a ton of stuff. An absolute ton. I wasn't expecting to get this much. I was expecting like coal and redstone, and then I got a ton of diamonds. But yes, that happened. I also went out and got a ton of sandstone and smelted some smooth sandstone. So now we are sure to have way more than enough building blocks for all the different buildings. And so the next phase of this huge terraforming project is to build up all the different buildings and decorate all the space all around. And so that is exactly what we are gonna do next in this time lapse, because yes, there is gonna be a lot of time lapses this video. So let's just get into this time lapse and build up all those buildings. Let's go. done building up our base area. We have a ton of different buildings connected with paths. Each of the little buildings has a few workstations, and some of them also have beds, and it's all so freaking amazing. There are villagers and golems roaming around everywhere. There are pens for animals all over the place. All of them really nicely decorated. Some with armor stands, some not so much. But we have definitely made this place look alive. We also have a little bit of a marketplace. There aren't many villagers here just yet, but I believe in time they will emerge from this little bubbly hole and populate that area of the city as well. We also have a few farms with wheat, then there are potatoes and then carrots, and yeah, it's just looking so cool. We also have this bridge with a path connect throughout the city, connecting us all the way up to the dragon sphinx, and it's just so cool to have like one actual base. It's so great. And having built all of that, we are gonna be wrapping up this chapter today, because we are starting the next chapter late June or early July. And you may be wondering, why am I leaving this early? Well, the answer is simple. I do not have much else to do here yet that wouldn't be a mega project, because what I could do is underneath each and every of those houses I could build a massive farm of whatever that I want that house to represent. So I could build a cow farm underneath here, a chicken farm underneath there, a bee farm underneath there, and so on and so forth. But that doesn't really make sense considering we are ending so soon. And another thing that I would say contributed to my decision to wrap this all up here is that I kind of want to do a few tutorials, honestly. I would love to make a few more dragon building videos because I have not done such a thing in quite a while, and I feel like they are really fun. I might also use that chance to do some drawing for the channel and for the Discord and for everything else. And I might even find time to create a mod pack kind of for me to play in single player as a streaming as a full-on streaming series, which I would say would be fun as well. But anyway, we are not 100% done yet, because this world is gonna be up for downloads. You'll be able to download this world and play within it, and once we get the download link, I will definitely put it in the description down below if you want to play. But with that, if I were to just log off, none of this would stay, and I kind of want it to stay. I want you guys, if you download this world, to be able to use everything I have gathered. So I decided to get all of these things, and I'm gonna kind of hide them, hide them all throughout my little village, so that you guys can go ahead and find them. Some of them may be hidden in barrels, some of them may be just placed around, and I just want you guys to try and find all of them. But you won't need to break any blocks to find them. That's just a rule that I'm giving myself. So I will go ahead and hide them, and I'll meet you guys right here in a second. Alright, and it's done. I am gonna leave all this mutton in a barrel somewhere. I just kept it for the outro. So with all of that, I I'd like to thank you all so much for watching and supporting this series. But anyway, this would be it for today. If you want to see me in chapter 2 and streaming and making other videos, make sure to leave that a like, hit that subscribe button, and also possibly leave a comment, because I love reading through all of those comments. And so with that, see you all next time. Bye bye.